Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Alex here with the latest update about the second stimulus package and stimulus checks. Before starting, please consider subscribing to my channel and sharing this information, also smashing the like button and help our channel be noticed by the almighty YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to grab the amazing free offer 2 free stocks from Webull if you sign up using the link in the description. And now back to our subject today, the second stimulus package update. Ever since the passage of the CARES Act back in March, there has been a growing level of speculation about the possibility of a second stimulus bill. While some Republicans have been downplaying the possibility, the likelihood is growing by the day. In other words, it may not be an exaggeration to say that the Congress has no choice but to pass a second stimulus bill. The entire reason for the first round of stimulus payments was the rapid onset of the coronavirus. As we know, the number of new infections hit an early peak of around 40,000 back in April. Daily totals began declining shortly after, and confident predictions had us moving into the flattening of the coronavirus curve. For a time, that certainly did seem to be the case. New infections dropped to the 20,000 level in May and early June. But the coronavirus did something unexpected around the middle of June. It took a steep upward turn. Though the number of new unemployment applications has been declining steadily since April, the employment picture remains at a crisis level. On the economic front, Goldman Sachs projected a decline in gross domestic product of 33% for the second quarter of this year. And though they project a similarly dramatic increase in the third quarter, up 33%, both numbers were forecast prior to the upturn in coronavirus cases. If the number of infections continues to increase, expect third quarter growth projections to be cut significantly. Though much of the attention in the CARES Act has been centered on the 1,200 stimulus payments issued back in April, even more critical is to smash the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you very much. The biggest help to the economy and especially to the job market has been the federal unemployment enhancement. It's been providing a 600 weekly supplement to the standard unemployment benefit paid at the state level for many millions of workers. The combination of federal and state unemployment benefits has not only kept many of the unemployed afloat financially, it's been provided with an income that exceeds regular pay for many. But for all the benefits that have come from the federal unemployment enhancement, it's due to end of July 31st. If it's not extended past month end, the economy may well go into a free fall with unemployment skyrockets. Well, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said on Thursday the Trump administration is working with the Senate to pass a new bill for coronavirus-related economic aid by the end of July as enhanced unemployment benefits near expiration. Mr. Mnuchin said the administration supports a second round of economic impact payments to households, an extension of enhanced unemployment benefits for furloughed workers, and a much more targeted version of the Paycheck Protection Program of forgivable loans for small businesses. Mr. Mnuchin said in an interview, and quote, "As soon as the Senate gets back, we are going to sit down on a bipartisan basis with the Republicans and the Democrats, and it will be our priority to make sure between the 20th and the end of the month that we pass the next legislation." House Democrats, in the meantime, in May passed a $3.5 trillion bill that would extend the $600 in extra weekly unemployment payments through December, send households more stimulus checks, and provide a $1 trillion to state and local governments whose revenues have been hit by the pandemic. Well, Senate Republicans have postponed deliberations on the next round of stimulus until July 20th, leaving little time to reach a consensus before the unemployment supplement actually expires. Republican leaders have expressed concern that enhanced jobless benefits discourage people from returning to work as the economy reopens. Back to Mr. Mnuchin, in the same interview, he said, "We knew there was a problem with the enhanced unemployment in that in certain cases people were paid more than they made in their jobs," adding that he hoped to cap the next round of benefits at 100% of workers' original income. I don't know how they are going to do that, but we shall see. Now, weekly unemployment benefits normally average of less than $400 a week, and Mr. Mnuchin indicated that the next round of extra benefits might be aimed at workers in industries hardest hit by the coronavirus pandemic and resulting lockdowns. He was saying, even at 100%, if people have jobs, we want them back to work. So, enhanced unemployment is intended for people who don't have jobs, in particularly industries that are harder to rebound, so we will not be doing it in the same way. Officials are also discussing another round of direct payments to individuals following the $1,200 most American adults received back in April. Going back to Mr. Mitch McConnell, he raised the possibility of approving another round of stimulus payments for people who make $40,000 a year or less, many of whom work in hospitality industries. He has indicated that he will unveil proposals for a bill later this month before beginning negotiations with Democrats and the White House. On the other hand, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Thursday that families making more than $40,000 would also likely need assistance. She said she expected the next coronavirus bill to have more than $1 trillion for help for Americans and another trillion for state and local governments. She said, quote, "We are never going to have our economy come back unless we recognize that we must put money in the pockets of the American people, and it's absolutely essential that we come together in a bipartisan way and get this done." Now, given the combination of the sudden resurgence in coronavirus cases, recession-level unemployment, and the prospect of millions being evicted from their homes, it's hard to imagine any politician opposing a second stimulus bill. While I think it's at the minimum, there is a clear need to enact some type of extension of the federal unemployment benefit. Well, and if the economy continues to go down, a second round of stimulus payments may be necessary. The combination of the two may also be the perfect injection of some level of optimism going into the election season. Well, the Trump administration and leaders from both political parties have recently come out in favor of issuing more checks to some people, though this time around relief may be more targeted to Americans who need it the most. At least this is what they said, right? Now, economists estimate a new $1.5 trillion coronavirus relief package will be needed to stabilize the US economy, with the most critical funding needed to continue enhanced unemployment and food assistance benefits. Well, my opinion is that given the current direction of the coronavirus as well as the current state of the economy, it looks certain a second stimulus bill will be passed. The only questions remaining are when, how much, and to whom. An extension of the federal unemployment program is highly likely before July 31st. It may not be the $600 per week currently being paid. However, there is evidence of bipartisan support for an extension of reduced federal unemployment assistance. Known as the Work Relief and Security Act, it's been proposed by Don Beyer, a Democrat, though it has a somewhat complicated calculation based on the level of unemployment in each state, and it will nonetheless extend federal payments. But there is also a solid reason to expect a second round of stimulus payments to the general public. And I'm talking about the rising number of coronavirus infections, in combination with its uncertain impact on the economy. That is likely to result in the kind of voter anxiety politicians load going into an election. So it's hard to imagine any politician facing re-election without having cast his or her vote for a stimulus plan designed to benefit tens of millions of voters at a time of economic and health-related stress. That being said, don't forget to sign up with Webull using the link in the description to get one free stock valued up to $250. Then you can create your account with Webull, and if you found your account with another $100, you'll get free stock valued up to $1,400. Don't forget, you can also get a third free stock from Robinhood, also signing up for free using the link in the description. That's free stocks for you just by signing up using the links in the description. As usual, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below. Hit the notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram, where I post almost daily. So if you want to be a part of our story, feel free to add me. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and see you soon.